Welcome to the Workplace Minute, powered by H3HR Advisors and sponsored by Paychex, one of the leading providers of HR, payroll, retirement, and software solutions for businesses of all sizes. My name is Steve Boese. Big tech companies increase investments in AI, but the returns remain elusive. Meta started 2024 saying the company would spend more than $30 billion on new tech infrastructure, mostly for additional AI capacity and development. In April, they raised that to $35 billion. And last week, Mark Zuckerberg said he expects to spend $37 billion this year. And he said that Meta would spend even more next year. Zuckerberg said he'd rather build too fast rather than too late and allow his competitors to get a big lead in the AI race. The tech industry's biggest companies have made it clear over recent months that they have no intention of curbing their growing levels of spending on AI, even though investors are getting worried that a big payoff is further down the line than once thought, and average workers and consumers of these AI tools are finding dramatic productivity gains elusive. In the last quarter alone, Apple, Amazon, Meta, Microsoft, and Alphabet spent a combined $59 billion on capital expenses. That's 63% more than a year earlier and 161% more than 4 years ago. A large part of that was directed into building data centers and filling them with new computer systems to build artificial intelligence. Only Apple has not dramatically increased spending because it does not build the most advanced AI systems itself. The leaders of the biggest tech companies see a generational opportunity in the AI technology behind popular tools like ChatGPT. They believe it can revolutionize everything from the software that runs the complex operations of global companies to research on new drugs, to product development, and to customer support. When ChatGPT debuted in late 2022, many technology companies were beginning to cut back on capital spending, emerging from the pandemic era. But the industry's brief period of cost control was forgotten when they saw the potential of artificial intelligence. And this new phase of AI technology is increasingly expensive. The systems work with massive amounts of data and require sophisticated computer chips and modernized data centers to develop the technology and serve it to their end users. The companies are seeing some sales from their AI development efforts, but it is barely moving the needle financially so far. And in recent months, several high-profile tech industry analysts have questioned when or if AI will ever produce enough benefit to bring in the additional revenue needed to cover its significant costs. It's not clear that AI will come close to having the same impact as other more recent technological breakthroughs like the internet, mobile phones, or cloud computing. And one of the primary arguments these analysts make is that many early applications of modern AI technology seem designed to replace tasks traditionally done by less skilled and less compensated employees. Replacing lower-wage jobs with tremendously costly technology works against how many other technological transformations first impacted the workplace. The argument continues by stating that most businesses won't make the necessary and costly investments in these advanced AI technologies if it only offers small, incremental, and minor productivity improvements and no substantial cost savings. But despite these potential headwinds, big tech companies, the main providers of many of the new generative AI tools, are charging ahead. They're acquiring land, hardware, engineering talent, etc. in order to continue to increase their AI capabilities and capacities. These massive companies may be the only ones that can afford the tremendous capital outlays required and to stay the course waiting for a payoff down the road. Microsoft's CFO, in fact, has asked for patience, saying the spending would bring in revenue over a long time, over 15 years and beyond. Amazon as well sees the payoffs from all this investment and construction of data centers as being several years in the future. This means buying land, building data centers, and all the computers, chips, and gear that go into them will be used to drive revenue and cash flow for the next decade and beyond, said their CFO. How precisely new AI technology will impact the average organization and worker is still unclear and will likely take many more years to play out. But it seems that the massive spending by the world's largest technology companies on its development, AI technology will play a crucial role in the future of work, workplaces, and jobs. While this is not exactly a surprise, the size of the bets that major companies are placing on these technologies make AI one of the largest, if not the largest, technology gambles ever made in U.S. history, and one that if for some reason does not pay off as expected, will have potentially massive and unexpected repercussions. It's truly a fascinating time in the world of work. We will continue to cover these important topics and trends in the world of work here on the HR Happy Hour Media Network. That's it for the Workplace Minute, powered by H3 HR Advisors.